Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Serge coming at you again with another tech tutorial. So in this tutorial, I will be showing you what MultiSystem is and what it's all about, why do you need it, and how does this add on to my last video, which was how to keep root and move up to 5.0 Lollipop on your Verizon Note 3. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so as we see here, MultiSystem is a powerful tool for a locked and unlocked bootloader in Android devices. So essentially, with the Verizon Note 3, our bootloader is locked, therefore we're not able to load a custom recovery such as Clockwork Mod. The only workaround before was SafeStrap, which really didn't take over the bootloader, it was kind of before the bootloader. So a nice little too long didn't watch summary to this is it's essentially installing virtual machines within your Android phone and keeping your core operating system, or in this case your core stock ROM, safe so that you don't lose your root and you're able to tweak and do whatever you want with these little virtual ROMs that run off of your SD card. And MultiSystem will essentially hijack your boot and push this virtual ROM from the SD card onto the phone and run it that way instead of booting up your stock ROM. So your stock ROM is safe, you keep your root, you keep your Lollipop, and MultiSystem will actually allow you to update your phone's firmware or version, whatever, in the future. So it's a lot of future proofing as well. What MultiSystem is doing, it's hijacking the boot again, but instead of trying to run a custom ROM or something like that from your actual internal storage, it will be doing it off of a SD card. So as you follow my previous videos, we modified the firmware and we've modified the ROM that is running on the internal storage of your device. So you should be at the Jasmine ROM 5.0 version, you should be rooted, you should have Super SU, and you should be good to go there. So that is technically your stock ROM, even though it's been modified a little bit by Jasmine ROM, but that is technically your stock ROM and 5.0. So we want to keep that internal firmware and stock firmware safe. You could, in essence, flash every update of Jasmine ROM directly into that internal storage, but as if you're familiar with SafeStrap, you would know that that is pretty risky, especially now if you're wanting to update to 5.1 Jasmine ROM and something goes wrong, you lose root. Right now, your phone is super sensitive to losing root because the way we kept root going up to 5.0 from 4.2.2, it was very delicate. So anything you do now to that stock firmware could be very catastrophic and can end up making you lose your root. So to avoid all that, we want to do something similar to SafeStrap, but it actually turns out it's a little bit better than SafeStrap, and that's the MultiSystem. So as you see here on screen, it's going to keep your stock system partition safe and rooted, which is what I just talked about. You're going to have the permanent root survival with proper use, so you'll have root through all these virtual ROMs, which leads us to the other thing is it has multi-ROM support, just like SafeStrap did. So you'll be able to run virtual ROMs right off of their image, and this is unlimited. So as more people start making virtual ROMs, you can keep on adding virtual ROMs. So you will have the option to choose between your stock, which is what you're running off of right now, and it's very unsafe to stay on that because any modifications will lead to you losing root or having to flash the stock official Verizon firmware, which is 5.0 Lollipop, and you'll lose root. So you have the option of stock, primary, or secondary virtual ROM. And another amazing thing is you can actually flash multiple ROMs at the same time and not have to reboot your phone because it's going to be using FlashFire to be flashing all these ROMs onto your phone. And FlashFire doesn't reboot the phone, it doesn't put it into any kind of safe mode, and it does it all through FlashFire, and I'll be making a video on FlashFire here soon explaining that a little more and how it all works. So this will also help with your performance and battery life depending on the quality of your SD card, since all these virtual ROMs will be running off your SD card. So it is possible that it would actually run better than your internal storage, and you might even notice a boost in your battery life with all this. You also have a recovery solution to install ROMs and mods. So as I said in my previous video, Expose Installer, which allows you to add a whole bunch of other little mods and tweaks to your ROM, it wasn't able to be installed on the 5.0 Jasmine ROM. And that was because you ran the risk of messing up that Jasmine ROM, and if you did that, then you would lose your root, and the only way to recover from that would be to flash the official Verizon 5.0 Lollipop, causing you to lose root and any kind of mods for the foreseeable future. So MultiSystem helps you in that case as well. And then in the future, it is very future proof, and it allows you to apply over-the-air updates to the virtual system. It would also add the permissive SE, Linux, and other kernel tweaks. You're going to have the safe flashing, and it won't trip your Knox flag on Samsung devices, so you'll keep your warranty safe. But honestly, if you've been doing all this, I'm pretty sure you don't care about your warranty. But either way, it should keep it safe if you haven't messed it up by now. APK to manage all the MultiSystem functions. So MultiSystem is an actual APK or an application on your Android device, and you can do all the tweaks and any kind of extra things you want to add. They will all be through this simple app on the phone. You'll be able to manage it all from there, and it also supports all Android devices with microSD. So if you're watching this video, you're more than likely using it for your Verizon Note 3, but it is able to support a variety of all Android devices. And of course, you are able to port over all of these virtual ROMs to virtually all of the devices it supports. In theory, you're able to move them over to those too, because it's just a virtual ROM. So if you're familiar with the Windows computer or even a Macintosh, you know, you have your VirtualBox and you have your parallels for Macintosh, and you can run little systems within your running system. This is almost essentially what that is. If you're familiar with that, you know that it will keep your original computer safe. So like if you install a virus or something that messes up that virtual machine, but you could simply fix it, and your core operating system, be it Windows or Macintosh, is absolutely safe because all of these changes are done through the virtual machine. So I know this is a lot of rambling and a lot of information, but I just want to make sure you know what's going on with MultiSystem and what it's all about. Alright, so I tried to explain a little bit of what MultiSystem is, give you a general idea. There's just so much into MultiSystem that it's better for you to just experience it and just do it, and then as you go along, you'll start learning more and more about MultiSystem. But now you should have a general idea of what it is, how it works, and what it's all doing. And then with that, you can just move on and feel a little bit better about what this is. It's pretty much protecting you from ruining your stock firmware that's on your phone and is allowing you to keep your 5.0 root. And then MultiSystem will just allow you to play a lot more with your phone with different virtual ROMs or whatever it may be, and do it safely. And I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch of other questions that you guys have, so please leave a comment down below. I will answer all of them to the best of my ability. I usually answer every single one, and I will get it answered to you as soon as possible. So look out for my future videos. They're gonna show you how to use MultiSystem, how to install ROMs onto it, how to modify virtual ROMs within it, and just everything MultiSystem. Just stay tuned to this channel. MultiSystem is here to stay for now, and I will be making every video possible for this MultiSystem. And of course, I want to give credit where credit is due. I want to give credit to Gutless LX. He provides all the background music for all these videos, which allows them to be that much better. So go ahead and check out his SoundCloud and let him know what you think. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for the other ones, and we'll get this MultiSystem going. Y'all have a good one.